Welcome to another video. We're heading off to the UK and I'm just on my way to the airport now. Tomorrow we're going to see the tallest windmill in the UK.
Wow. So it's a bit like the differential in a car. If you damage these teeth, it's out of action for weeks.
If I can lift it. That's not easy, is it?
No.
Wow. This little train meanders all the way through the Black Forest. It's a beautiful, beautiful route. We'll be going through Fallback, which is on a couple of videos back. I'm actually on the RE40 and this one runs a little bit quicker and skips through quite a lot of the smaller stations. So it does get you down there a little bit quicker. And at no extra cost. And I'm even able to charge my phone. So I've just got off in Rastatt and I've got 40 minutes to kill. So what I've actually done, I've gone on an app called Too Good To Go, which I will put, it's not sponsored or anything like that, but I will put a link to it below, because what I've done is ordered a bag which basically you pay for in advance. You get it really reduced and it's a way of them getting rid of their old stock. So I'm going to the bakery and instead of it being 12 euros, it's 4 euros. So that'll tide me over for my tea. And it's about a 4 or 5 minute walk up here. Hang on, I need to go over here. Now, I assume I get in down there. I have had one of these bags once before, and I think they're really, really good value. Last time I had a couple of pizzas in there, croissants. This one is also a bakery one, but it is a surprise bag, so we don't really know what we're getting in there. So, nearly there. Let's go and find out. So this is the bag. I have actually been in and bought some extra cheese, but you get a couple of rolls, and this time it is just bread, which is a bit of a pain, but I can make some rolls. I've got myself some cheese and I've got some bread for tomorrow. So I've got my bag in my hand and now need to make it back to the train station, which is where the bus station is as well. And my bus is at 4:10. As I say, I had 40 minutes, so we should be okay. There's the bus stop and it is 10:02, so I've got plenty of time. Might actually make my sandwiches up. Oh, he's trying to go in the wrong way. I do hope they let me take bread onto the plane. I can always say I'm gluten or something like that, couldn't I? It is Ryanair. We'll see. So we want the bus 234, but I'm going to head where I normally head, and that's to the airport sign. And there it is, 234. You know, I saw I saw a homeless person down by the railway, down by the station, and so do you know, I'm going to give him one of my loaves of bread. He's up there. That'll make his day. So that's it. I am one bread down, one bread loaf, and that feels good. And he's got some dinner tonight. Okay, it's only bread, but I've still got 10 minutes to wait. At least the sun's come out, so I shall bask in that for a minute. Well, that bus looks like it's going to Poland. It's Polish registered, and people are getting on with very big bags. I must admit, a long journey on a bus is not for me. I've watched Eve Marsh do it, and no, I can't do it. I think that's our bus there. 2, 3, 4. We'll go here.
Is this yes?
And so here we are. First thing I always do is check the board, make sure that we're on time, although I get it in the app. And it's on there, it says proceed to gate. So, let's best go through. This is not a big airport at all. And security looks quite clear tonight. I can get one drink here, but I think I'll go through and then start making my sandwiches. Now we actually need to go that way, but I thought I'd just show you the airport. Yep, that's normally closed. Toilets there's a bit of an outside area, and this is for European flights. We have an extra security down there for the UK. That was literally is the only flight, but I'm not going out there, it's too cold. But so you can see, I've got to say, in the summer it is lovely out there. Get to watch the aeroplanes really closely. But so we're just going to head down to our gate and go through.
This seat has been allocated to you to comply with weight and balance rules for your own safety, and the others do not change it.
It's a really
so your luggage
line.
and have been put underneath the seat right in front of you. Exception for pass, exception for pass, exception for
Well, I just got moved up.
I really like in the panel just above your head. This is a normal procedure for flying in the hours of darkness. In this type of
Can we proceed for departure? Thank you.
Mobile phones must be kept in flight mode. If your phone does not have flight mode, it must be switched off immediately.
Now to make my way to pick up my car. Well, I've never known such a quiet flight, and straight through security, hardly any queue at passport. And this is where we get the bus to get the car. Well, I've picked up a car. There's no interior light, so it's a bit dark, and I will keep it short. But basically, I've got my car. I'm heading up to my friend's now. I'm going to stay there this evening, and then tomorrow morning we're off to this windmill. So I shall see you in the morning. I shall just leave it that I'm driving up. I'll see you in the morning. So it's the next morning, and we are now going to head off to the windmill, the tallest one in England. So we are here. There's a little tea room. Opposite you've got fish and chips. There's a pub. It's a really nice little village actually. But yeah, let's go and have a look. It's a beautiful piece of art.
Get a chance, we can do the.
So they're the tour prices, which you have to book, and they're the opening hours. There is also accessibility for disabled as well, and up the stairs they help you. There's little gift shops, so let's have a look in there. We've just booked the tour, we're just waiting a few minutes, but they do have like coasters and bottles and all sorts of little souvenirs. And it is also a tea room as well. It's quite busy behind me, so don't really want to turn around, but we've got sort of tea, food, cakes. It's brilliant.
Reasons you probably saw it's the tallest in Britain, 100 feet tall. It's also the only windmill that's got disabled access actually into the mill. Probably still is a stair lift outside. At that far end we've got a platform lift that goes up one floor, and in the floor above us you'll see we can get wheelchairs into the mill. We've got TV monitors, screen split into 4, so that even for those not just wheelchair bound but people who might have a fear of heights or don't want to go any further for whatever reason, we can still take them on a tour and explain everything about the mill. Sales came off in a storm in 1894. It was built in 1822, so we're 203 years old nearly.
Okay, yeah.
And a new cap being lifted on. That weighed 11.5 tonnes.
Golly gosh.
Absolutely, money was no object. It was built by a man called Robert King, and the King family lived locally. Whenever you see not only the business about bare flame and so on, and the threat from that, but they tried to reduce the risk whenever they could. Stay down, ring the bell. Norwich Union is the original fire certificate. They didn't have an integrated fire service like we have today.
We'll have to come back down backwards. I'm going to hold on. I'm not filming this.
Open to the elements, so it's much better for us. But yeah, so this floor dedicated road really. That's the colour of it. It used to be used for dyeing police uniforms, Air Force uniforms.
There was something lurking, but.
And that's just different colours that you can get out of rhubarb and onions and different things.
So this is on the gallery level.
You ready for the test question? And get about 12 tonnes out, I think John said he's had it sometimes. And behind you is the drive shaft. That is the main kiddie. that piece of wood in there.
Yeah.
You can see ladies always walk around these doors, but they open up, not down, okay? So,
I know, it is a bit like... Oh, sorry, Sam.
we think that came from Russia. It's pitch pine, it's not oak. There's very little oak in the building.
The gentleman was just saying that these little green bugs have been put here for the kids to have a look, and then they get a little pen. It's really sweet. Right, I've got to use both hands on this, so I'm putting you away.
This is how the cap works. When you see a fantail on there, you see that part of it. There's a new one up there because it's aft.
Oh, wow.
So it's a bit like the differential in a car. As the sails are threaded through there, as that turns, it engages that, drives that main shaft. There are 4 of those teeth downstairs. I'll get you to just pick them up and have a look. It'll give you some idea of weight there. Now, if you stand tall building for miles around other than churches,
Yeah.
but now you're at the top, it becomes disconnected. I say, then this is whizzing round, and you can't stop it.
No, because it's...
The only way you can stop it is by turning the cap by hand until it's into the wind. Looking at is 100 feet of nothing underneath you.
Yeah, I don't think you get me out there. No, definitely not.
What did he say? Left leg first?
Left leg so that you can hold on to that.
Okay.
That's it.
There's room for 4 sets of stones here. They're all equidistant from this central post. But of course, when the sails came off, this is the top of that shaft that they put in, cast iron against the wooden teeth of the great spur wheel. Each of these teeth are in 2 parts, and the spaces have to be precise. If you damage these teeth, it's out of action for weeks because it's a very precise art to get those back. This would be the runner stone. This is a mahogany truey wood, which a stone dresser would use. So if you had to dress the stones, and the dressing is the grooves, the area between the grooves is called the land. Cover it with poster paint all over the surface, highlights the high spots, and then a stone dresser using a tool like this, obviously metal teeth, would go across and be chipping away until it's all fairly even. They're made up of sections, and how they make it is a bit like they make a wagon wheel, heat and iron band, wedge all the sections in, as it cools it grips it tight, and then it's set in plaster of Paris.
Beautiful.
You got that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's lovely. Thank you.
The winds of change.
That's brilliant.
It's amazing.
Oh,
Warmer out here.
probably. It is a bit nippy in there.
Well, you need bloody Arctic survival going tours midwinter, I'll tell you.
I can imagine. Oh, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
And this is where the mirror controls the sails.
Okay.
You might say, well, it's the wrong side, but we have 4 sails, and they're called patent sails because the design was patented by a young Norfolk miller called William Cubbett in 1807. And his design was this: the rope is a brake, once for on, once for off, but another continuous chain. By pulling on that chain, it operates a series of rods and levers right the way through to the middle of the sails, where there's a spider mechanism that opens or closes all the shutters in all 4 sails simultaneously.
Gosh.
And that's just to stop it smashing into doors and windows.
Well, yeah.
Lift it.
If you can lift it.
If I can lift it. Oh, crikey. Just. God, that's only 4 of them.
Yeah, there's about, I think, between 80 and 100 on that. Is that not to scale? So you've got the brake wheel, you've got the wallower, the wooden teeth there. So that engages with that, and that drives the great spur wheel, that's the blue one, which is the spur wheel up there.
Yeah.
And then you've got the stone nut, which is the green one, and it drives the runner stone. So that's how it works, simplistic terms.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, come on.
Come on, put your back into it, love.
Wow, that's really difficult.
For a small load. got enough for a donut, yeah?
That's not easy, is it?
No.
Wow. That's because you saw me struggling earlier. It's not easy, is it?
See, it all still goes down. Yeah. You see there, look at the bottom 4 rungs.
Oh, good grief, yeah, look at that. Blimey. How they've worn it out so much, look.
I think as well, because it's all, he didn't have a limp, but it's all down one side. And
Yeah.
I think he came just scuffing, coming, facing the opposite way, if you like, just coming scuffing down the stairs for that auction. And I said, "Oh, what was that for then, John? Was it getting up to the gallery or whatever?" He said, "No, the original." May I present you with a very rare certificate?
Thank you very much. Wow.
We can fill it in later.
She wanted it moved
Well, that was absolutely amazing. More than worth €5, 100%. It is going up to €6 on the 1st of April, but I will put a link down below because these guys are doing an amazing job. It's all run by volunteers, and they have sort of friends of the Windmill that run the cafe shop. There's a room upstairs which you can rent out. It's just brilliant. They've got a newsletter here. They're selling prints and they sell their own flour. It's just amazing. I have really enjoyed that. But if you are in this area near Spalding in Lincolnshire, you have to come and visit. It's, yeah, brilliant. So on that note, thank you for watching and sticking to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm really not quite sure where I'm going to be next, but yeah, so we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks.